fascinating. It certainly was gripping.
And some are even calling it very inappropriate.
Well, today we take you inside the interview. Everyone is talking about O.J.'s 2006 interview with publisher Judith Regan, psychotherapist and rape and domestic counselor. Dr. Jen Mann joins us now to analyze O.J.'s strange behavior. Let's start with the unedited. About the murders, but he puts himself there at the murder scene along with his friend Charlie. Take a look, Doctor. Let's start with that laugh. It's sort of maniacal laugh. What do you make of that in his behavior?
Is so lacking in empathy.
Fascinating. Okay, here is more of O.J.'s, again, hypothetical account of the murders. Now he's talking about in first person and talking about the glove that we saw, the gloves at the trial. Talking also about the blood being everywhere. I mean, that's somebody who visually had to see this.
And he's also describing blacking out.
Okay, let's take a look at another moment that stood out to us. O.J. admitting he was Dr. Jen Mann. So much ground to cover on O.J. Was dead. We'll have that coming up a little bit later. First, though, as compelling as the O.J. special was, American Idol returned last night. Scott and Kid, how did it do? There's clearly a lot of good talent out there still. What do we think about the show so far? I mean, it's too soon to tell.
First night.
Yeah.
Second night's tonight.
Let the judges settle in. Let's not force the camaraderie.
Agreed.
Up against The Voice tonight. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. All right, the iHeart Music Awards were last night, and with Idol and the O.J. special, you may have missed it.
I think you...
Oscar.
He knows better than to upset the Swifties,
That he does.
right?
And she liked his Instagram. Don't make me pull up his Halloween dressed as Taylor Swift.
So his life is made, in other words.
All right, let's get to our three questions. So it was right after Tim McGraw.
I made the decision. You get back there and have some electrolytes.
Mama
Take
said,
care of him.
sat down.
Well, take care of Tim.
Yeah. Well,
It's the best time of year. March Madness is here. And yesterday, when the tournament bids were handed out, this is what it's like when your team is on the bubble and you find out you're one of the 68 teams going to the big dance.
I love it.
You think that's good? Let's take it up a notch, okay? Let's see our favorite team reaction, Arizona State.
Oh, wait, there's more. Taking the celebration to the pool.
Cannonball!
About himself, painting himself there as a victim. What do you make of that?
The level of narcissism.
Here's how he describes the infamous Bronco chase.
The cheering and the signs in the crowd and what that means to his ego.
Okay, one of the most horrifying aspects of the murder. So to avoid the crime scene in the front of the house, here's what O.J. says about telling his kids about their mom's death. Hearing him talk about the loss
Well, it's the
of
first
losing
time
Nicole.
we're hearing him.
And maybe some guilt that dawned on him as well.
Very
All right,
possible.
Towards the end of the interview, Judith asked O.J. if he believes in heaven and hell. He says he does. He says he believes he will see Nicole again, so she followed up with it. And when you watch something like this, do you think it was worth airing this? Dr. Jen Mann, thanks so much again. Appreciate it. Kit and Scott, over to you guys. Over the weekend, Paw Works had its 4th annual Ties and Tails Gala to raise money for its first shelter opening in May. And my dog, Zara, as you know, she came from a shelter. I always say rescue is the best breed. The animals are all involved. Bye.